Hey Aquarius, how are you guys doing tonight? This is your reading for the month of April, and this is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's see what wants to come out for you tonight. Conflict and defeat. Emotional withdrawal. Disruption, suffering, and silence. Let's see if there's any more. Alright, so that's all we're working with for now. We're not going to force too many out. So you got conflict and defeat, emotional withdrawal, disruption, and suffering in silence. So we're going to see. Okay. So, sorry, I was just doing some math. Okay, so right now, even in numerology, these numbers reducing down. Right now, a lot of you, most of you, are at a stage where you are going through maybe a stagnant feeling, but this is because this is the period before change. A lot of signs are changing right now with this Aries season, with the astrological new year. But for Aquarius, it's going to force you guys to work on your throat and heart chakra and ways to protect it. You are kind of being forced to seeing, this is a lot of signs too, by the way, how you're the problem in the picture. But the thing is the numbers this totals down to, they're representing that what you're going through right now is just a temporary kind of suffering, and that it was meant to go the way it was. For example, if some of you are at a job that you're not satisfied in, you probably learned a lot at this job and how to become a different person after this job and what kind of job you want next. So this is kind of like for example, the last job that I had, I kept seeing the number 7 everywhere. And this could also be a signifier of learning different things, yet not realizing in the moment. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up some energy for you guys. I think that a lot of you are not at your wit's end, but you're like, something has to change here. And it's going to. But with this Aries new moon, you have to really make sure you're focusing on what you want to leave behind, so you're ready to harvest the fruits of your labor in this Libra full moon and the rest of the year. It's not just about the moon phases, it's about the rest of the year. But yeah, these are doors opening, man, for a lot of you guys. And this is for those that want to accept that truth. So you got balance, you got flow. Right now, you're keeping the peace. You're not really saying much on things. Oops. But the thing is that how long can we go with the flow? How long is the flow going to be comfortable for us? Because the thing about a lot of air signs is that they love change, where they can control it and where they could be their best at. But a lot of us don't like changes that are out of our control because of the way that the public is receiving us and the way that we feel in public events or social settings. Like maybe like people aren't accepting you like they usually do, or receiving you the way they usually do. So also you got abundance. So we're gonna see what kind of wealth you get from this. And yo, I'm not even playing with y'all. This has to do with your throat and your heart chakra. And once you master this self-love and the truth you need to tell yourself, you're going to just feel rewarded emotionally. And a lot of you are moving on to some good ideas with money or different jobs, things like that. All right, so we're going to spread this out a little bit. We're going to start with conflict and defeat. Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you are the Hierophant. A lot of you are having issues with a parent. Something about your parents' or your family's traditional way of being just doesn't work for you anymore. The Knight of Wands. Yeah. The things that you've learned in your life and the traditional ways that you've been taught to be, you gotta take these and figure out how you can apply this to your passion and how you can fit into your time with this. Like, I know that that doesn't really make sense, but it's about like, what is your place in this time and in what's going on right now. There's a lot of conflict going on in the world, and I feel like this conflict is rippling on a lot of you guys. But with this Knight of Wands, and this, I keep saying Aries season, but it's true, man. You're actually coming out and speaking about the things that bother you, to whoever, to, you know, your parents, to your family. I really am sensing here that it's about family. A lot of your family members might be pressuring you to get married or find a partner, or they're rushing you. You feel rushed by your family for some reason. But this is definitely causing conflict, and you feel like you just can't win. Like, they don't get it. Let's see more about this Knight of Wands. So here, you gotta find a balance and a way to handle your family or whatever this is, or job. This could also be about a job at a boss, but I'm sensing it's a lot about the family. With the Hermit, how can you communicate to your family exactly what it is that you feel like you're going through? Because I feel like a lot of you don't even know what you're going through. And a lot of you are kind of forcing yourselves to be social when you should honestly be spending time with yourself. This is a lot of you not accepting how wise and spiritual you really are. But there's a blockage. All right, let's see the emotional withdrawal. I feel like a lot of the things around you and the misunderstandings around you are causing you to kind of like be alone or stray away. Or with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, yes, you are unsatisfied with your job. You're thinking of where to go next, and you're starting to actually, when you take this time for yourself to talk to yourself, you're gonna be like, you know what, I actually really always enjoyed doing this, so why don't I make money doing this, right? A lot of you are starting to realize that you don't have to be at this job, or you don't have to deal with these things. Like, maybe maybe someone is telling you could do better, or you could find a better job, but you're thinking about that. Wow, this is a lot of like outside forces. I feel like a lot of people talking, but let's see what the Seven of Cups is about. With the Eight of Swords, this is self-inflicted. 8-8 right here. This is a lot of wow, like it's like you know what makes you nervous, but in April, a lot of you are going to be like telling yourselves, why am I torturing myself this way when I literally could get up and look for new opportunities somewhere else? Like, I literally don't even have to be here. Like, I don't have to do this. Shit. So I wanted to get a little more on this. With the Five of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. A lot of you had an opportunity. A lot of you had an opportunity to be like some sort of supervisor or manager, and you turned it down because you feel like you just don't want to spend your time this way. A lot of you are just so done with stuff. A lot of you are just so in your heads about other people's opinions or things that people say. But in this month of April, I really see a lot of you guys pulling yourselves up and telling yourself, like, kind of like slapping yourselves in the face, like, wake the fuck up, this is what you need to be seeing, kind of thing. So a lot of your happiness has to do with outside opinions, but with this Five of Swords and this actually connected to this Knight of Wands and this Emperor in reverse, yeah, like a lot of you feel like you missed an opportunity, but also a lot of you feel like you've been shutting your mouth a little too much. Like you have a hard time expressing yourselves because you feel like if you say something, you might come off silly, or people might be like, what the hell was that? But I think that you're going to stop caring about those things, and probably better friendships are going to come your way. I also see a lot of you bored with what's going on around you, and I keep saying bored. I think it's because a lot of you have been staying in your comfort zone, but it looks like you're going to be forced out of it, whether you like it or not. Suffered in silence. Oh, that was fast. The King of Wands. Yo. All right. You have ideas and things you're passionate about, but you keep it to yourself because you feel like nobody would understand. A lot of you are connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, and Leo. Or if a lot of you have fire placements, it's coming out. I really see like, you really want to like avoid conflict here though. You want to make sure that miscommunication doesn't turn into conflict. With the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you want to, I keep saying I feel like, okay, somebody here has stunted your growth as a person, and you've been suffering in silence, like the card says, about it, and you haven't really came out and said what you really want to say, or maybe you haven't found the words. But the thing is that at some point in this month, wow, this is really about you taking responsibility. Like the whole thing is just about responsibility being taken in all aspects of life. But I think you're going to realize that you're not gonna get anywhere by waiting around for people to support you. You just gotta get up and do it. And I think that's a lot of like what a lot of you guys are going through. With the King of Pentacles in the World, you gotta take the signs that the universe is giving you for money. You have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. That's insane. It's like you're like arguing with yourself or something. Like you don't see how much potential you have here. And it's because you listen too much to other people. Not listening to yourself. The world is going to force you to love yourself some way, somehow, and it's gonna feel like it's falling apart before it falls into place. You know, it's really insane because it's like a really big thing with all the signs right now, that this astrological new year, or like the equinox, has forced you guys to change. Like everybody, all of us, like it's like a fresh start somehow. Like there's gonna be a lot of spiritual awakening going on, and I'm not saying this just because I'm on that path. I've actually been listening to podcasts and all kinds of professionals on this, and they're saying this year and forward, we're going to be spiritually awakened in levels we can't even understand. And our generation is very important for this. So let's see what the world is about. The world, please. You know, this is too funny. All right, Aquarius. You're ignoring your spirituality. there's signs everywhere, repeating numbers, things that you're thinking about that show themselves into your life, people that you're thinking about that somehow come back into your life. But it's like the universe is literally screaming at you, like, hello, like we're literally punching you in the face with these signs, like, wake up, Aquarius. And also with this, you're gonna realize that you need to start as a beginner with your passions. Like, no one's just gonna be like rich and wealthy right away. Like, you've gotta like have some failures. Like, you gotta fail, you gotta take a loss before you can become a boss, kind of thing. Like, you gotta let yourself be a beginner, and you gotta let yourself learn from your mistakes and the things that go wrong. Not everything's gonna be perfect, and that's like where this fiery energy can be ignited, from really talking to yourself and realizing what it is that you love to do. Because let's say you love to bake, and you go up to someone like, oh my god, like I just had this idea of opening up a pastry shop, and then this person starts laughing and it hurts, so you just don't do it. So because this person hated on that, you blocked yourself from becoming this, because you were afraid, because of what you think, that because that one person didn't agree with that idea, didn't see how you saw it, that the rest of the world wouldn't. Well, they would. And whatever it is that you're passionate about, you could be making money in this with your own two hands. And you know what? I could see it with a little bit of elbow grease. I could see this actually blowing up pretty quick. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Disruption is clarified by the 4 wands in reverse. The thing is that if you stay in this comfort zone for too long, the universe is going to come out when you're not expecting it, and it's going to sweep the rug from under your feet. So you kind of want to get a move on these things, because the world keeps moving on and things don't revolve around you. So I think that you want to be able to flow, like this card says, with the times and what's going on. And I think that while everybody's being outspoken in their opinions, so should you. Protect your heart from fake love and fake friendships, and protect yourself from lies. A lot of you have been listening to different kinds of music that you didn't think you would before. Like, a lot of you, your music taste is expanding. And this has to do with you getting on that throat chakra. You know what? Another thing I just picked up, some of you feel as though when you start talking about something you love, you could talk about it forever, and you're like in your elements when you're talking about it. This is the throat chakra activating. The Page of Swords. Whatever this is that you're having ideas on, or whatever you feel like is keeping you still, I feel like a little bit of education could help. A lot of you are thinking about going back to school. A lot of you want to learn a new hobby. A lot of you want to learn something new, or a lot of you will have a really nice conversation with someone that gets this passion going. I see a very awakening conversation happening. Somebody with the same interest, new friendships, and this is later on in April. A lot of you are actually going to have epiphanies or revelations. A lot of you are going to be finding things out. A lot of you are going to be getting messages with the truth about certain things you've been wondering about. And the thing is that when you stop worrying about other people and what they're doing, these things are going to come at you, and you're going to have answers that you always wanted. A lot of you could also in the future connect with other air signs. I really don't see the Three of Cups. Yep. Finding your happy place. So let's see. Let's see more about this. Four of Swords in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. It is time. It's time. You're right. You gotta be flexible. You can't be doing the same shit every day and expecting different results. It's time for change. And the universe is right here with you. Okay? The universe is like, we are here for it. Aquarius, the thing is that you're very intuitive and you're very spiritual, but people sleep on you. and you tend to like, also with a lot of like tarot readers saying that Aquarius is a very immature. That's not true. These passions also come from in your childhood. Maybe a lot of you were told to like sit down or calm down or be quiet. Well, this also suppresses the passions. So I really would suggest some meditation, maybe more time off the phone, maybe some more time alone, and calling to see things differently. The Chariot keeps wanting to come out, like at the top of the deck. So, you on go, Aquarius. It's time to go. Okay, what are you learning from these mistakes that you're making? Because you know what mistakes you're making. But we're gonna end the reading with my lovely sister. She let me borrow her deck. But we're gonna throw a little seasoning here for y'all. Oh, I'm holding it the wrong way. And we're gonna end the reading with some of these, because these be on that. So we have a fair. Let's see what else we have for Aquarius. And this doesn't necessarily mean cheating. You could be cheating yourself. Shit. Look, you got that Leo in there. Manipulation. And we're gonna get one more, because I see one more wanted to come out. And submission. Stop. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have rebellion. Okay. Aquarius. You are cheating yourself. You're submissive to everybody's opinion. No, they're literally people might even be using you. Like, people might even be telling you what you want to hear. But no, okay, you gotta break free from this. No more being submissive to this. No more worrying about these people, because you know what? They're gonna, when you glow up, they're gonna be in the same place. Because you know what? Some people don't want to take advice, and these are the people that are gonna stay in the same place, and life will constantly sweep the rug from under their feet, and they're gonna be like, whoa, when did that happen? Well, guess what? When you become more enlightened, you understand that changes happen whenever, and you learn to adapt. And we're going back to this flow energy. That's all I have for you tonight. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope to see you in the next one.